Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Juta Padakamalam.
Material existence, one is subjected to the influence of the mind and the senses. In fact, the pure soul is entangled in the material world because of the mind's ego, which desires to lord it over material nature. Therefore, the mind should be trained so that it will not be attracted by the glitter of material nature. In this way, the conditioned soul may be saved. One should not degrade oneself by attraction to sense objects. The more one is attracted by sense objects, the more one becomes entangled in material existence. The best way to disentangle oneself is always to engage the mind in Krishna's service. The Sanskrit word "hai" in this verse is used for emphasizing this point, i.e., that one must do this. It is also said, for man, mind is the cause of bondage, and mind is the cause of liberation. Mind absorbed in sense object is the cause of bondage, and mind detached from the sense object is the cause of liberation. Therefore, the mind, which is always engaged in Krishna consciousness, is the cause of supreme liberation.
Yeah. There is no chance, mind being engaged always in Krishna consciousness, there is no chance of its being engaged in Maya consciousness. The more we engage our mind in Krishna consciousness, the more you keep yourself in the sunlight, there is no chance of getting into darkness. That is the process. If you like, you are at liberty. You can keep yourself within the room in darkness, and you can come in the broad daylight. That depends on your choice. But when you come in the broad sunlight, there is no chance of darkness. Darkness can be eradicated by light, but light cannot be covered by darkness. Suppose you are in a dark room, you bring one lamp, the darkness is over. But you take something dark and go to the sunlight, or it will fade away. So Krishna Sujya Sama Maya Andhaka. Krishna is just like sunlight, and Maya is just like darkness. So, what darkness will do in sunlight? You keep yourself in sunlight, darkness will fail to act upon you. This is the whole philosophy of Krishna consciousness. Keep always yourself engaged in Krishna consciousness activities. Maya will not be able to touch you, because there is no possibility of darkness become influential in life. That is stated in the Srimad Bhagavatam, that when Vyasadeva, under the instruction of his spiritual master Narad, by Bhakti Yoga, Bhakti Yogi Pranihite Sammak, Pranihite Amale, Bhakti Yogi na Manasi. The same mind, Manasi means mind. When enlightened by Bhakti Yoga, Bhakti light, Bhakti Yogina Manasi Sammak Pranihite Amale. When the mind becomes completely freed from all contamination, that can be done by Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti Yogina Manasi Sammak Pranihite Male Apasat Purusang Purnam. He saw the Supreme Personality of God. Maya Jagad Apasrayam. And he saw this Maya just on the background. apasraya. Light and darkness, along with, just like here is light, there is darkness also here, little darkness. The darkness remains under the shelter of light, but light does not remain under the shelter of darkness. So, Vasudev saw Krishna, the Supreme Lord, and this Maya darkness apasraya, just under his shelter. And who is this Maya? That is explained. Jaya Sanmohito Jiva, the same Maya, the same illusory energy which has covered these conditioned souls. And who are those conditioned? Jaya Sanmohito Jiva, Atmanam Trigunatmakam. Although the spirit soul is as light as Krishna or God, although small, but he is identifying himself with this material world. Jaya Sanmaya. This is called illusion. When we identify ourselves with this matter. Jaya Sanmahita Jiva Atmanam Trigunatmakam. Paropi Manute Anartha. Although he is transcendental, he still is engaged in nonsensical activities. Paropi manate anartha tat kritancha vipaddate, and he acts dictated by this Maya. These are very nicely explained in Srimad Bhagavatam. In the first canto you will find 7th chapter. So, our position is that we are spiritual spark, lightning spark. But now we are covered by this illusory energy, Maya. And we are being dictated by the Mayan acting and becoming entangled more and more in material energy. And you have to get out from this entanglement by this yoga or perfect yoga of Krishna consciousness. That is yoga system.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama.